What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Orange 22 Fishing. In today's exciting fishing video, we've got two different things going on. So first and foremost, one of our YouTube buddies and a guy that we watch all the time called Fishing with PH, he sent us 2 packs of lures. And in today's video, I'm actually letting you guys, the subscribers and Instagram followers that I have, choose which pack of lures I'm going to be using in today's video. So let me show you guys the 2 packs, and I'll show you guys what you all chose too. So right here is our 2 packs of lures for the day. They got some really cool stuff in here, and in a second I'll reveal what you all chose for me to use today. But here's the note from PH. He says, "Hi Dave and Matt, here are some beauty lures for you guys to try and pop some beauties with. Snakes, bass, and McNasties, which are pickerel. And you may need to use a bullet weight on the paddle tails. Try them first without, maybe for snakes and stuff. Today we're not going to be going for snakeheads. We're going to be going for bass, pickerel, yellow perch, all kinds of stuff like that. So no snakeheads, but I will try them on snakeheads in the future." It says, "Don't mix the lures in the bags with normal plastics. They will get all melted. Definitely do not want that to happen." And it says, "Have fun, PH." So thank you very much, PH, for the lures. We're going to be trying them out today. And you guys, the Instagram followers, have chosen this pack right here. So I'm going to take this pack out there and we're going to try all the baits that are in here. This pack right here, I'm going to let Matty use in a future video, so these will not go to waste. He's going to use these later. But let's see what we got in here. Went ahead and took these out of the package right here today. We've got some really interesting baits and some baits that I think are going to work extremely well at the place that we're going today. So right here, I believe this is a Kitech, just like a 3 and probably 3/4 inch fat swim bait right there with the paddle tail. This one right here, I'm really excited to try. This is one of PH's custom lizard poles. He makes these things himself, so that's going to be really fun to use. Another Kitech right here in a, I think that's the Easy Shiner, so it's a little bit skinnier than this one here. Then we got a jerk bait that I'm excited to use. That's a Matsu, and a couple more different colored Kitechs. So we're going to be trying to mimic bait fish today and a lizard along the way, so it'll be really fun out there. Again, PH, thank you so much for the baits. Super excited to try these out today. We're going to try to get on a lot of different kinds of fish with them, and we'll be sending you some baits here pretty soon. So be looking in your mailbox, because we're going to send you some cool stuff. But for the Instagram followers and the YouTube subscribers that voted on this, thank you so much for participating in this video. Now it is time to go catch some fish. So let's load up, let's get out there in the kayak and see what we get today. All right, my friends, we are out here trying to complete this challenge today. And the day is just absolutely gorgeous, man. You cannot ask for any better weather than this. Out here in late October, and we are trying to complete this challenge with all these different baits. We have 6 baits total. And the first one I'm starting off with is a Kitech on just a weightless swim bait hook. And this water is super clear. Fish are going to be able to see this, and I'm thinking we're going to have a good day today. Without any further ado, let's get chucking around with this thing and see if we can't knock one off very early. Get this challenge started the right way. This water is super cold, guys. It is definitely approaching winter, man. It is getting colder out here. The air temperature is pretty warm today. It's like 65, but the water temperature, that is some pretty frigid water right now. Just had a bite on like the second cast. See that? He ripped a swim bait right off of there. It's a good sign. Sucks we didn't land him, but definitely a good start to the day, getting action already. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come in terms of getting the bites and not losing the fish. Now, one thing you guys got to remember is y'all picked my lures today. So we had the 2 options that y'all voted for on Instagram that were sent to us by PH, and you guys chose the pack that was on the right. So if we have success today, it's credit to you guys. If we don't, I'm blaming you. Oh, got slammed right when I hit the water again. Jeez, they are liking this Kitech. That felt like a pickerel to me, man, for sure. Maybe I'll come back and get it again. Ah, Dude, stuff is just hammering this right now. I don't know what it is, but it's just little bites. But it's definitely fish. Only a matter of time before we land one. Just gotta stay patient. Oh, he got off again. What in the world, dude? They're just shredding the Kitech though. That might be an issue if these Kitechs fall apart before we land something. There we go. Here we go. First fish on the little Kitech. Get in the boat, buddy. Beautiful largemouth bass. And that is how we're starting off the challenge right there. Just a gorgeous fish. Look at the colors on him, man. Knew it was only a matter of time before one actually ate this Kitech. And that is just, honestly, that's one of the most beautiful bass I've ever caught. And there he goes. But that's what we got him on right there. I think that's a Kitech Easy Shiner in a 4-inch olive pattern, and it's very natural, and in this clear water right here, it's a perfect presentation. So 1 bait down, 5 to go. If we do catch a fish on all 6 baits, I'll go back to using what I think will work extremely well out of this packet. So I might be seeing this guy a little bit later, but great start to the day, man. We were getting those bites and it was a little bit frustrating not landing them. So having that bass just annihilate this Kitech, it's a great way to start off the day. This pond always produces really pretty fish too, so we should see some multiple species, some really cool looking fish, maybe some big fish too, because there is absolute monsters in here. So you just never know, man. Since that Kitech works so well, let's try another Kitech, different color, same size. Go with something that's extremely natural as well, with this kind of silver, blue and purple flake. So it's the same bait but a different color, and this would be the second bait of the challenge. Just for the beginners out there, I'll show you how I rig up these swim baits on the hooks here. We just have like a, I don't know, probably a 2-aught weightless hook right here. So you just go through the nose right there, poke it out, spin it all the way up here, spin it around, and then you just have the hook that you poke out through the back, just like that. Let me get in the middle here. Come on up through the top right there. Now your swim bait is ready to go. The hook is in here, so it's weedless. And now we are ready to go. The action is great. Just look at that right there. Oh yeah. Really nice wobble to it. I do love using Kitechs, man. They are tried and true, proven baits. Durability is not very good, but they freaking work. They just flat out work. All right, let's see if we can get fish number 2. Knock out bait number 2. I don't think it's gonna take very long. Literally the first cast as I said that. Oh yeah, buddy. Another pretty little bass. Get on in here. A little bit bigger than the last one, but literally the first cast with this Kitech. That's just insane. What a gorgeous fish. I mean, these are gonna be some really pretty fish when they get big. Some trophy size pond bass. But I'm telling you, there's fish in here that are like 10 times bigger than this. So maybe we'll get some of those along the way, but if not, this is still super fun. I'm feeling really confident in these baits today. So let's keep this Kitech on for just a few more casts, see if we can't grab another one up out of here on this, and then we'll transition to some of these other baits. Wonder where the pickerel are at today. Surprised these bass are beating them to the bait. This place is loaded with pickerel, huge pickerel. So we got to be on our toes back here. Actually guys, I am gonna go ahead now and switch up to our third bait. I just remembered there is another one of these in here in a different color. So we got the silver and purple and blue flake knocked out. We got the olive color knocked out, and there is a third color. It's kind of like that watermelon red flake, that very green and natural color. I've actually used these before on stripers back in the spring, so this is one I'm a little bit more familiar with. The other two, I had not tried those colors. Got a friend here, subscribe, bro. See how long he just chills right there while I put on this bait. Nope, not very long. Now he's on the 022 sticker. Sweet, got this bait tied on. And this is rolling along very smoothly. About as I expected. This is always a good pond to do challenges and stuff at, because there's a lot of hungry fish. They don't get a whole lot of pressure, so very fun place to fish. And let's see if we can get number 3 in the first like 20 minutes. I saved the harder baits for last, I think, so we will have plenty of time to fish them. I just got hammered on the first cast with this Kitech. I think that's a yellow perch that was hitting it, because you know how they do that like doot 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 3-time hit? That's kind of what that was. Oh, something just slammed that. I saw him dart out of there and hammer it. It's a little bit better, whatever he is. Oh yeah, nice bass fighting in the clear water. Check that out. Doesn't get much better than that, man. Doesn't get much better than that. A little bit better. He's got a belly on him. Kind of a weird shaped bass. He's got a hunchback. That's what I love about fishing in clear water, man. You can just see the fish come out and attack your bait before you even feel a tug on your line. Good little hook set right there. Beautiful largemouth bass. Weird one, but pretty cool. They're slamming the Kitechs today, man. Like, once we knock out this challenge with all 6 baits, I think I'm going to be coming back to these Kitechs and fishing them for the rest of the afternoon, because they are getting the job done right now. 3 down, 3 to go. It's time to bring out the big bait. This is the biggest one we have in our arsenal today. I think it might be the toughest one to complete the challenge with. But this is a Fat Impact Kitech, I think it's called. And it's again in that silver and blue kind of color. So it should get bit. I just don't know if the fish back here are big enough to eat it. But I know out on the main lake we're gonna get hits on it. But I'm gonna try it back here for a second. See if we can't knock out 4. First cast, are you kidding me? Dude, I'm having so much fun right now. Like, I've got bit on the first cast with 3 out of 4 of these baits. Unfortunately, that one did not get it all the way down and he kind of mangled up our swim bait, but they are just slamming these Kitechs today. All right, I don't know if we'll come back for it because he definitely felt the hook on that one, but we'll throw back in there all the same. Oh, there he is. Oh, second cast. Dude, this is literally the easiest challenge I've ever done. It's been like 15 minutes. We've got 4 of the 6 baits knocked out. Another hungry largemouth bass. Might have been the same one that hit it on the first cast, who knows? But I just let that thing sink very, very subtly, and it just was wobbling down there. This guy slammed it. I set the hook into him. And man, this is a fun day already. All right, bro, give me my Kitech back, please. Thank you very much. Another gorgeous bass. I mean, we're gonna get into some bigger ones eventually, I'm sure, but these fish are a ton of fun to catch right now. They're just eating so many different baits, so many different colors, clear water fishing in a creek that's like 10 feet wide. Just an absolute blast. I've spent more time switching out baits than I have fishing just because we're burning through them so quickly. Now it's time to put on one that I'm super excited to use. I think this one I'm most excited to use of all the ones that PH sent us here today. This is one of his custom lizard poles I showed you guys in the intro, and he makes these things himself. Look at the eye on that thing with the sparkly red eyes. And this, I don't know, it's just got some pretty cool tail action. It should mimic a lizard really well. You got the feet on there and everything. I hope the fish don't tear it up because I'd like to keep using this, especially on snakeheads later on. But PH himself says to wiggle this thing across the top of the water, almost like a topwater. And he usually casts it onto like duckweed mats and stuff like that, but there's not really a whole lot of vegetation on the top of the water today. So I think I might just let it sink and jig it a little bit. But man, in this clear water, the fish are going to be able to see it really well. And I think it's going to get bit pretty soon. Let's see how this thing looks right here. This is pretty wild. I've never used anything quite like this before. Plop it down right there. Just kind of, oh yeah. That might be the way to do it. Let it sink, jig it a couple of times. Oh yeah, it really does look like a lizard. All right, so as we come up to this spot right here, a few of you may recognize it. It's a very special spot for the channel here. This right here is where we got our start on the channel. We filmed like 3 of our first 4 videos right here at this little location on this pond, and especially right here. We had a couple videos. One was called like crossing a beaver dam to go fishing or something. I think that was our 2nd video ever. And this is the beaver dam right here. It hasn't changed all that much over the years, but it's been 2.5 years since we filmed right here and kind of got our start on YouTube. And as you guys are hearing my voice right now, as you're watching this video, we just hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So I want to thank you guys all so much. This is only the beginning. We are very grateful to get to this point, but we are not satisfied. We're going to keep this thing rolling. We want this thing to get big, man. So we're going to keep making these videos, keep enjoying ourselves doing it. Like, it's been fun the whole time, and all the relationships we've made through the channel and everything has been awesome. So we just want to say thank you so much, and it truly means a lot to us, all the support you guys have given us. So it's pretty cool coming back here and just seeing an area that I was fishing 2.5 years ago, and that I've been fishing for longer than that. It's been such a vital part to the channel, you know? Like, some of our best memories of filming have come right over here. So with all that sappy stuff being said, we're gonna get back to fishing, try to catch something on this lizard pole. But let's paddle here up to the other way, get out towards more of the main lake, and start casting this thing around. We already covered all this water right here, so got plenty of more water to cover, and we've already got 4 baits knocked out, so I'm feeling really confident. We got the lizard pole, we got the jerk bait left, and after that we're free to use anything that PH sent us right there. So that's all we're going to be using today, but I feel like we're really going to have a heck of a day. It's already been a heck of a start. Let's keep it rolling, man. All right, this is about where we're going to start. Let's work this thing, and you know what? I think I might use it as a top water, even without the vegetation. Something might come up and grab this thing. I think the action is going to be at its best when I'm just kind of fast cruising it on the top like this. Water's cold, but the fish in here really like top water, so you never know if something will come up and slam this. And since we knocked out those 4 baits early, we have the luxury to try some different methods on here that may or may not work, because we've got time now. Oh, good Lord, I set the hook like I'm fishing for snakeheads, but something came up and hit that on the top right there. That is a great sign. Yeah, I need to get used to bass fishing again, because I'm still in snakehead and bowfin mode. Oh, something just sauced it right there. That had to be a pickerel, because bass don't seem like they're missing today, but you guys know how pickerel bite. It's like they're blind. That one actually hit it on the top of the water though, so there's 2 hits already on top. Just got to be a little bit more patient maybe next time and let it sink after he misses it, but this thing is getting some attention right now. We're entering a part of the pond right now that is like a pickerel stronghold. This is where a ton of them always hang out. There's some big ones over here. This is where there's a 24-incher that we have some stories about that Matty's caught before, and I've lost him a couple times. He always hangs out right over here. We know this pond pretty well and know where the fish are at, so this is a really good opportunity to get a pickerel right up in this zone. We got one. Oh, that's a better bass. Smoked the lizard pole, baby. Heck yeah. As soon as they hit the water right there, fish 5 out of 6. These fish are cold, man. You can tell winter is coming. They're still feeding up though. They're really feeding up big time. All right, to be honest, I thought today was gonna be a day where we would see a lot more pickerel than bass, But we're seeing a lot of these bass, and that one is probably on the coolest lure of the challenge, the lizard pole right there. So very, very cool bait. I'm excited to keep using this thing, if not today, for snakeheads down the road. But it's just got a cool action to it. It's a cool bait to use, and the bass like it, obviously. So we're getting the bites on it. Good to finally land one. Sayonara, baby. One thing I guarantee you guys, that bass had never seen one of these lizard poles before, because they're custom. Like I said earlier, PH makes them himself, so very unique bait, and one that not a lot of people get the privilege to fish with. So very, very neat. Let's get on to bait number 6, the final bait of the challenge. That is a Matsu yellow perch. Tell me that thing does not look really spicy to use in this water right here. In the clear water, all that shine, that natural perch color. There is a ton of yellow perch in here, so it's only a matter of time before this thing just gets absolutely killed. Oh yeah, check out that action. Here we go. Look at this thing, guys. Look at that wobble. This is gonna slay right here. So far, I'd say you guys on Instagram that voted for these lures are doing a pretty good job. I mean, I'm very happy with how things are going. PH picked out some dynamite lures. You guys that follow me on Instagram made a good choice in voting for what you voted for today. And as a result, we are catching fish, we're having a good time. And the day will just keep on rolling right here. Let's try a couple with that really fast retrieve, see if we can't get a pickerel by just burning it in like this. Got a follower, big bluegill. I don't know if you guys could have seen him, but there's a big old fat bluegill cruising behind him. Oh, dang, did you guys see that? Pickerel just shot right out of the shadows right here and just slammed it lightly, but he hit it hard on that fast retrieve. We're gonna get one here. Found what they want. Another bluegill just cruising. Look, right behind it there. You guys see him? There's a lot of fish in here today. Another follower. And another bluegill. It's like every cast something is interested. Like, what is wrong with this yellow perch, man? Bass had that in his mouth. Just a little tyke. Action on this bait is really good, but I think the hooks are just garbage. There's one, right when it hit the water, and that's a pickerel. What'd I tell you guys? Oh, he's hung up in a lily pad. No, dang it, got the best of me. Should have seen that coming. As soon as I hooked him, he like took a beeline straight for this pad, got wrapped around it, and somehow they managed to get off that way. Once that line gets wrapped around, it's hard to keep tension on, but that was what I wanted to catch with this bait right there, the pickerel. But we got to keep using it because we didn't get him in the boat. Wasn't that big of a one, so... Oh, there's another one. Right in the same spot. We got you. I don't think that's the same one, but... Do I say challenge complete? That is a really light colored pickerel. All right. Sweet. He just tossed the bait right there too, so that's perfect. Little tyke. That's about the size of the last one I think that got off, but awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys on Instagram, you guys did your job. Picked the baits for today. PH, thank you so much for sending me these baits. We have now caught a fish on everything in this packet, all 6 of them. And we've got 2 species in the boat now, so that is super cool. Beautiful little pickerel. Future state record. Go get bigger, buddy. It'll get bigger. Keep that mean attitude up. Keep attacking these baits when I come out here. But 6 out of 6. I think the hardest one of the day was probably the lizard to catch one on. I think that took us the longest. But overall, I think we did this challenge in under an hour. But the day is not done. We have time to kill. We're gonna keep fishing out here for probably another hour. And I think I might keep on this jerk bait just for a little bit longer. Then maybe switch back to one of those smaller Kitex once we get up here a little bit. But there are more fish to be caught. We are not done. By the way, guys, if you want to do another one of these Instagram followers picks my lures challenge, go onto my Instagram and follow me right there. It's at 022 fishing. I will leave the link down in the description if you guys want to follow me. And I will do another one of these again if y'all want that. Just comment down below, tell me you want that, or go on my Instagram and comment. And we'll do another one of these. And we'll do it with some different types of baits too to keep it interesting. Maybe a topwater challenge next year. Or we'll do one here in the fall again. But yeah, definitely go over there and follow me and Matty for some really cool content that you won't even see on YouTube, because we post pictures, we post some videos and stuff of what we're doing for the day before we actually film the video. So if you guys want a cool follow, a lot of interesting fishing stuff, go on over to our Instagram. A random spider just floating through the air. Take a seat, buddy. There's one. Oh, that's a little bit better fish. He got a mouthful of the jerkbait. Oh yeah, best fish of the day by far. Hungry old pickerel. I knew the pickerel would love this jerkbait, man. I would hate to be a yellow perch in this body of water. There's some ferocious pickerel swimming around. Bait worked out. And definitely a better quality fish. Not a big one, but still upgrading on the size a little bit. And look at those teeth in there, man. That is not a fish you want to tangle with. Beautiful color pattern. It's like the mini muskie. Let's keep it rolling, man. The jerkbait is coming alive. Check it out right there, guys. Big old bald eagle. Just came cruising up out of a nest right in that tree. It's pretty cool to see. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, dang it, man, I'm telling you. These hooks are gonna drive me absolutely crazy. Lost so many pickerel. The action on this jerkbait is so good. That's why it's hard to put down. Like, I'm getting bites, but I don't have any spare good hooks to put on out here. What is this? Smallest fish of the day, I think. Didn't even feel him bite it, but I saw my line just screaming to the side. And that's our 6th bass of the day right there. We're getting the numbers, not really the quality, but it's good to see that the spawn last year went pretty well, because that's probably a year-old fish. There's a nice fish on the twitch and pause retrieve on the jerkbait. Maybe he's not that nice, but that is a bass on the jerkbait, which is cool. What am I doing? Slammed it on the twitch and pause. That's really, really cool. The old hooks managed to get that one. Not a big guy, but our 7th bass of the day. We are definitely getting the numbers. See you later, bud. Might be onto something here with that retrieve. Ooh, third species of the day, and he got me when I wasn't ready. But that's a big old bluegill, and that's how we're gonna wrap up this day right here. Our 10th fish of the day, slammed on the jerkbait. And I just want to say a big thank you to Fishing with PH for letting us do this challenge right here. I only used half of the baits that he sent me today, so Matty is gonna get the other half, and he's up to bat next with a challenge of his own with a pack just like this, and I think 6 more baits in there. So he's gonna have fun with that. But PH, thank you very much. As we release this fish right here, I'm gonna sign off, say goodbye. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for voting on my Instagram story to pick the baits of today. And we had a really good day out here. Had a ton of fun with this challenge today. If you do want to watch PH's videos and check out his channel, he's got some great stuff. So I'll leave his channel linked in the description. You guys can see him use baits like this, because this is what he uses all the time, and all kinds of other challenges and stuff that he does too. So check him out. For now, like I said, I gotta go, but thank you all for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for sticking with us, man. We are going to keep growing this channel. Like I said earlier, 1,000 subs is just the beginning. Let's keep it rolling. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, tight lines. Peace out.